This your boy Burnell Taylor, and I'm kicking it with Nolazine TV.
Okay, so tell everybody where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, the East.
The East.
East side.
You know we got it. Every time I hear somebody from the East, I gotta talk to them about it. How was the East like you, like far as you growing up versus now?
I mean, you know, back in the the East was like, it was like the place to be. But like now, since after Katrina, everybody, you know, scattered everywhere. It's like, you say the East now.
I call it Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, people don't like to come to the East. Like, the Ubers and the Lyfts don't even like coming to the East after a certain time. So, you know, it's definitely different. However, I feel like I've been in the area for so long, I know how to, you know, maneuver and, you know, stay out the way.
So, got this question, like why we talking about the East. Do you think there will ever be one movie theater to actually go back there again?
Nah.
Oh.
I mean, listen. I mean, they sold us all kind of dreams and hopes and wishes. Like, we're supposed to have like condos and everything. I just don't see
condos
it.
Coming right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I feel like in order for that to happen, I feel like it'd have to be a drastic change, like a shift in the energy with the East, like, you know.
Right.
But I mean, I don't see it. Nobody don't want really put their money in the East because they scared to come to the East.
And so, growing up for yourself,
Who
influenced you to actually become one like singer?
Well, my mom is a singer.
Okay.
And my grandfather, he was in a band, so it was like I grew up like around music my whole life. And then when I was younger, probably when I made like 5 years old, my auntie, rest her soul, she used to pay me like $5 to like sing for everybody in the living room. And I really think that's what helped me, like, you know, get over like stage. I never really had stage fright. Even when I was nervous, I still get nervous to this day. It's, you know, you can't, nobody will know I'm nervous but me. So that's pretty much how I started, yeah.
Do you actually remember like the song that she made you sing?
Nah.
I was about to say, sing that thing, man.
Man, look, I done been through so much since then. Katrina alone. Then wipe everything before Katrina. It's kind of, if it ain't like my, you know, childhood growing up playing or whatever like that, like little small, like, you know, specific details, it's really hard for me to like remember that. Yeah. I just remember her really making me sing for everybody. And I think she knew what she was doing. I feel like she saw something in me. And, you know, she knew that, you know, by her paying me, of course that was going to make me want to do it right, you know.
Gotcha. So, let's fast forward to a little bit. Like, how old were you when you first tried out for like American Idol?
So my first time ever trying out was 2010. So I had to be...
You don't even remember?
I had to be like 17 my first time, and it was horrible. Like, I had a horrible experience. I remember my mom like standing outside of the building, like just saying like, you know, keep your head up, because I was like, I got this, but I ain't know nothing about nothing. Like, I didn't know the process of it all. Like, I was just going in it blind, you know, really blindsided on some stuff. So I did that, and then it was like a gap. So then once my senior year came, X Factor was still around. It's not around no more, but X Factor was around, and I did this whole thing like, oh yeah, I'm about to go and audition. And mind you, everybody at my school, they know me for really getting down with the singing. Like, I sung for everything, the ring ceremonies, the graduation. So everybody just knew I was about to go and I was going, you know, make it. But I didn't. I ain't make it. I made it past the first round, but the second round, they went to asking me all kind of questions. Mind you, I don't know nothing. I never been vocally trained. I never like went to like took classes for, you know, media training and all that. So when they started asking me these questions, like, I didn't know how to answer them. So I guess they was like, nah, you know, he not ready yet. So then I went. We was in Austin, Texas. Drove all the way to Austin, 9 hours. I was so mad afterwards. I told my grandma and my grandpa, because they came with me. I'm like, man, we were supposed to stay an extra day. I'm like, I'm ready to go. So they're like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So on my way back to New Orleans, I get a phone call from my mama. She like, my friend is doing this event called New Orleans Idol, and she want to know if if you want to do it. I'm like, I just went and did this whole thing and I didn't make it. Like I don't want to do nothing dealing with no competition. But I ended up doing it and I lost. I still won, but I won second place. And
If you feel like if you didn't win first place, so you lost.
Right. Especially coming from
Yeah.
right. So I didn't. After that, I'm like whatever. So then I do the library had opened in New Orleans East, and they asked me to do the national anthem. Mitch Landry was the mayor at the time, and he was there, and he was like, after I finished singing, he was like, "Young man, what's your name?" I'm like, "My name Burnell." He like, y'all keep your eyes open. He gonna be on TV one day. Mind you, I ain't had an audition for nothing else. So then, I'm watching the Idol finale, and I see that they coming to New Orleans. So I looked at my mom. I'm like, should I do it? She like, give it one more try. And when I tell you, everything that could go wrong the day I was supposed to go went wrong. All the people that was supposed to come with me didn't come. I had to wind up going out there by myself, camping out by myself. When I actually got in there, it's one day we have to camp out and you have to register. Then you got to come back the next day, do it all over again, and audition in the middle of the floor. So I get there, and my friend, she was auditioning too, but we was in two different spots in the line when we registered, so we wasn't sitting by each other. But something had told me when I went in there, I'm like, just go sit with them. So I went sit with them. We went down, they called us down to go to audition in front of the producers. Let me tell you how God worked. I went down there. I went to the exact same lady who I went to in 2010. And I remember her face. I'm good with faces, so I remember her face. And it was for us. We all had to walk up one by one and sing. And when she, made her decision who was moving forward, I was the only one that she picked. And I told her, I'm like, what's so crazy about this whole situation? I auditioned in front of you in 2010. And she like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah. She like, don't let me down. And I just really hit the ground running. Literally.
Okay. So, a little bit fast forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell me, explain that phone call you got from Nicki Minaj or her team to actually open up for her. Well, not open up for her, like bring her out during the B.E.T Awards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, of course, Nicki was one of my judges on Idol, and we had a nice little bond because my audition, I'm telling you, like, I don't know, something had came over me. I just went in there and I really just blew the roof off the building. Like, all the team, Mariah Carey makeup artist, her hairstylist, Nicki hairstylist, Safari, all them was running out of the room trying to find me. So from day one, we had kind of, created this bond. So this like a whole year after I'm on the show. So like everything had kind of like died down, and people feel like if you're not on TV, then you fell off, or whatever. So around this time, people had started. I'm talking about when I was on the show, I was getting happy birthday wishes from people that I ain't hear from in years, right? My birthday came back around, I ain't get them saying happy birthdays. So I'm like, it's cool. So one day, and I remember at this time, I felt like I wasn't going to never get another opportunity because I feel like Idol was so, to get on there and to go as far as I did with little to no experience, I just felt like that was the pinnacle, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't think, at this time I thought I was stuck. So I'm laying down sleep and something woke me up and said, get on Twitter. Now I don't know what, it had to be God. I get on Twitter, I go straight to my DMs and I see it's a DM from Nicki. She like, send me a number on you ASAP. I'm going to the page trying to make sure it's the real Nicki because I'm like, I don't need nobody playing with me, like, you know. So I send a number. Probably like an hour passed, she ain't never called. So I'm like, fuck, I'm about to start working out or something. My nerves had got bad, so I had to do something. And I had then told my grandma and them, like, Nicki DM me or whatever. Well, I started working out. Probably like 30 minutes into my workout, my phone rang. So I answered it. I'm like, hello. She like, hey, Bernie. She used to call me Bernie. She like, hey, Bernie. She like, I got ideas not set in stone yet, but I want you to open for me for the B.E.T Awards. She like, I'm on my way to the rehearsal. I got to get it clear first, but I'll let you know something by the end of the night. And what a lot of people don't know is, like, you know, she's Nicki, but it's not as simple as just being like, oh, I want somebody to come sing before I come, cause it's like a whole production, and they have everything planned out, mapped out. They know, you know, how they want everything to go. So she called back probably like 10 o'clock. She didn't call back. Her team called back and was like, can you fly out tomorrow? And I'm like, damn, this shit real. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got fly. I'm like, I'm at the airport right now. Like, tell me what.
Did you cry?
Did I cry?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm like, I'm at the airport right now. Just tell me what airline I'm flying with. So they get all the information. I get on the plane the next morning. I fly straight into rehearsal. Mind you, this is my first time ever seeing Nicki like toned down. Like, she ain't have no makeup on. She ain't have no clothes. Every time I saw her when we was on the show, she was already like done up. So it was like I was really in this shit. Like, so we, you know, rehearsing whatever. But I'm the type of person, like, I be wanting to put my spin on everything that I do. So when I got there, I'm like, damn, how am I gonna bring me to this situation? Like, I don't want to come here and do it exactly like she did it. That'll be defeating the purpose of having me here. And every day I was doing something different. And the day of, we did a dress rehearsal, and I did something different, cause I was just nervous. I didn't know how I wanted to do it. And by the time I got off the stage, they told me, Nicki wants you in her room. I'm like, oh shit, what's about to happen? I go to the room cause it was at the Nokia. So the Nokia in LA is like hotels, just like our downtown. It's like hotels surrounding the whole building. So she had a hotel room, like literally as soon as you walk out the building. So I go in there, she opened the door. They all sitting around, like waiting for me. And I'm like, damn, what's about to happen? Like, she like, Burnell, I love you on a business and a personal level, but you not about to fuck up my show. Now the New Orleans in me wanted to be like, hold up, like, you could have pulled me to the side and said this. Like, you had to say this in front of everybody. But she just was, I feel like she was trying to push me. So this year was like everybody that you could think of was at this B.E.T Awards. So she like Chris Brown on the list. I mean on the lineup, August on the lineup, Tree on the, I could get any of them to sing this, but I want you to sing it. Now, what's also crazy is everything's so small in like the music industry. So her vocal coach was my vocal coach on Idol. And it was probably like 5 vocal coaches. So what they did was they split everybody up to like who they feel like would fit whatever vocal coach best. So he like, yeah, Burnell, I'm gonna be honest, they gave me everybody they knew wasn't going for. So me hearing that, it put me in a whole nother, cause mind you, don't nobody know I'm about to be on the B.E.T Awards. It's literally a surprise. Like, nobody know. So I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, they don't even know what's about to happen. So she like, mind you, when she called me the first time, she called me private, so I never had her number. But they recorded a video of me while we was rehearsing, and she texted to me. So I'm literally this like 30 minutes before a live performance. I'm literally getting dressed with the earphones in my ear, like going, like listening to it over and over and over and over again. We get on the stage. It's like a wall that's covering me because she performed on the other side of the stage first. and then it transitioned into me singing. So there's a wall covering me the whole time while she performing. The wall went up, and I had told myself, don't look in the audience, because I knew it was going to be, this was like opening me up to like a whole nother like audience. Like, black people really don't watch Idol like they used to watch it. So a lot of these people didn't know who I was. Soon as the wall go up, the first person I see, Wayne. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, now I really gotta kill this shit. Like, so did my thing. It was over. Literally, I'm walking on stage. Everybody, 2 Chainz, all these people, they tapping me like, you killed that shit. You killed that shit. I felt myself getting so like overwhelmed. And this before I even got to my phone. I felt so overwhelmed. I'm like, man, I gotta go. I gotta get to my hotel room because I didn't want to cry in front of everybody. So I get to the hotel room. I'm checking my phone. They on Twitter. I'm trending number 2. I'm trending number 2 out of everybody that was on the B.E.T. Awards. I'm trending number 2, and the first thing was trending was the song that I sung. So I'm like, people they like tweeting me like, who are you? Like, where you been? Like, I was more intrigued with the people that was asking me who I was, like, versus the people that knew who I was. I'm like, man, this really opened me up to a whole nother, situation. Got to the room, cried my eyes out. She had an after party, and I was like, I can't go to this after party. I'm too like, I'm too overwhelmed. But something was like, go. So I hit up her background singer. I'm like, we going to the after party? She like, yeah. So we on our way to the after party. I'm like, so how does work? Because I don't really know how LA clubs, like when I stayed in LA when I was on Idol, I wasn't old enough to get in clubs. So I wasn't running the streets going out and all that. So I'm like, how does work? I'm about to go up to that pride thing. I'm not about to go up to the door and be like, I'm here for Nicki. Like, how we gonna do this? She like, I got her email. I'm like, I got her number. She just sent me so I'm like, I'm about to text her. I'm like, it's only 2 ways this could go. So I text her, I'm like, what's up, Nick? I'm like, I'm like, what's up, Nick? We about to come to the after party. She like, where y'all at? I'm like, we parking. She like, all right, come to the side door. We go to the side door. They closing the side door. I'm like, they ain't letting us through the side door. She like, all right, I'm about to send somebody. Man, she sent like 5 bodyguards. I'm like, oh, it ain't that serious. Like, so we walk through the club. The people like, they tapping me like, man, you killed that earlier. You killed that. And I got in a section. And I remember the first thing came out of my mouth was, what's up, superstar? I saw you was trending on Twitter. I'm like, I'm trying to like, I'm still overwhelmed in this moment. So like, I'm really there, but I ain't there. Like, so she like, I just want to thank you for, coming and helping me out with this. I'm like, I won't thank you. Like, I don't think you understand like what this situation did to me and how many people you didn't expose me to. She like, they knew who the fuck you was. I had to remind them. So I'm like, cool. She like, when you leave? I'm like, supposed to be tomorrow. She like, you want to stay longer? I'm like, what you think I'm about to say no? I'm like, of course I want to stay longer. She like, all right, well, just let me know how long you want to stay. And, we'll get it, figured out or whatever. And I would have stayed. I wound up staying like to that Wednesday or Thursday. But I had to leave because my little cousin, in 2011, she got killed by a motorcycle. Actually, I saw you. I don't know if I saw you interview Young Josh.
Yeah,
that's my little cousin, his little sister. So I had to come back because they do something for her every year. So I had to come back. But yeah, fuck with Nicki the long way. That's indeed.
So 2022, how was your relationship with Nicki Minaj? Well, 2023 now. I'm sorry, 2023.
I mean, it's like she followed me on everything. Like, I think people, like how I look at it, like me and Nicki could never work again. We could never have a conversation again. Not saying that we haven't, but we could never have a conversation again, and I'll be content with what she already done. Because she didn't have to do that.
Right.
Like, she could have found somebody in LA that would have been less expensive. You got to think about it. She had to fly me out. She had to get my hotel.
She did a lot for you.
I got paid. I didn't even know I was getting paid. I was just doing, right. I was just, yeah, it's crazy that you say that because they was putting me in tweets with people that, like, had Grammys, all kind of stuff. They like, man, the best. They was literally naming it the best performance of the night. Like, amongst all these people. And I tell you, everybody was there. Literally, everybody. Only people wasn't there was Beyonce and Rihanna. Everybody else that you could think of was there. So, I was just like, overwhelmed that these people was really like putting me in a class of people that hadn't done so much for, so long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy. So, but I was about to say, like, we need to make this interview go viral so she can put you on the song now. So you get you some residual. But shout out to Nicki for doing everything she had done. Nicki.
Yes, Lord.
So, fast forward, and that's way 2010?
Well, 2000, what, Nicki?
Yeah, Nicki was
2014.
2014. So you got 2023. Now tell the world what's going on with you right now.
Man, look, 2021, I woke up. First of all, I want to say that I lost two of the most key players in my life, my grandfather and my grandmother, 3 months apart. Before I lost them, I was already battling like depression, you know what I'm saying? So I came out of that and then had to go through that. So it was kind of like I was in this like dark place for a long time. Like I hadn't lost so much weight. So people that saw me, you know what I'm saying, and they saw that I was gaining the weight back, like these people was telling me, come and whisper in my ear like, you eating good and all that, like not understanding that what you saying really is affecting me, you know what I'm saying? You might not know it, but it's affecting me. So, fast forward, 2021, March. I woke up one day and I said, man, I'm about to stop letting social media use me and I'm about to start using social media. So I said, mind you, I've been taking bookings, right? But never on this level. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just say I'm taking bookings. And when the first person booked me, I said, I gotta come up with a marketing strategy to get more people to book me. This free game. So when the first person booked me, the money the first person sent me, I sent it right back to myself. So when I posted it, it looked like 2 people didn't book me. So then everybody was like, oh, I gotta get a date because he might not have no days left. And when I tell you, everybody just went to saying, you got this date available, you got this date available. And literally since 2021 to now, that's what I've been doing because I feel like I had got to a point where I was depending on people to give me an opportunity instead of creating opportunities for myself. So that time where I felt like I wasn't given a stage, I created a stage. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now in 2023, I'm seeing people walking that same path that I walked in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a blessing too because I move on my own time. I stay out the way. Like, the type of stuff.
So, but the crazy part is, watching your page made me realize, like, dang, I ain't know this many people in New Orleans propose to each other. Then they book somebody, like, I'm like, dang, like every weekend somebody proposed. I'm like, I didn't think, like, just the way social media promotes people being toxic and relationships not lasting, a lot of people getting married down here.
But don't get me wrong, because I definitely want to clear up the misconception, like, it ain't just New Orleans. All right. Like, it ain't just New Orleans. Like, I think New Orleans is, like, my primary, like, whatever. But
you booked it.
It's one day I had, if you go on my page, one day, I will never do this again. One day, I had a proposal in Miami for 2 o'clock, a wedding in New Orleans for 5 o'clock, a birthday party for 10 o'clock, and another party for 11 o'clock.
So you need to
listen to this. The proposal, they were so late with the proposal in Miami. I wound up missing my flight. So I missed I was supposed to sing her down the first one. I was supposed to sing her down the aisle. I missed singing her down the aisle. I was so upset. I was trying to find singers to step in for me, whatever. I made it just in time for the first dance. Like,
but if that sounds like a B.E.T. movie.
yeah, it was. And when I tell you, I was so happy when it was over. Like, man, I could finally sleep. Like, but yeah, I definitely. It ain't just New Orleans. I think.
You booked everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any brand new projects coming out?
Yeah. So I'm a songwriter. I write, like, I've been writing since I probably was like 12 or 13. This what I've been doing these last couple years. It was just kind of like a different approach. Like, I was like creating a foundation. So when I do release, like, people are like, they're excited for my release. I also want to say this too, like, a lot of people be like, oh, you should be doing this more. You should do it. I get paid really good money for like 10 minutes max. No album out, no EP out, nothing. And we talking about, this is my 10th year. My 10th year in, like, professionally, this is my 10th year. So I feel like everything that I've been doing up until now has been like setting the foundation for my album. I don't have a date. It's probably gonna be, I said this month, this year really, I wanna give like at least 2 visuals a month. So I don't know. I could be on some stuff where I release the project like a surprise drop or whatever, or I could be on some stuff where I'm just releasing singles. The material is there. I have the material. Like, the material, the thing is just timing. But it's definitely happening this year because I don't want people to like confuse me for anything other than what I am. Like, I really could write. I really could get in the studio. Like, I could do this for real. So it's coming.
Okay.
Hopefully sooner than later.
So tell us what separates you from other singers / songwriters out there.
I just think when it comes to being a singer, you have to have passion. Like, I feel like with me, I have the ability to like connect with people in a way that a lot of people can't. Like, I'm talking about, I go somewhere, pop up and sing to somebody, and 3 seconds into me singing, they crying. So I know that is what separate me from everybody, is my passion. Like, I really love this. Like, even if I didn't, the times when I wasn't getting paid, I was doing stuff for free because I really love singing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what separated me. And two, I think my drive, like my hustle, like I get my hustle from my grandfather. Like, I know how to, use my gift to my advantage and, make money, at the same time while doing it. So I think that's what separates me. I think it's a lane for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lane for everybody. I think we all bring something different to the table. I can't speak for everybody else, but I just know me. Like, I really love this, and I'm passionate about it.
Gotcha. So, being in the music industry for a while now, tell us what you enjoy most about it, and what else do you dislike about it as
well? The people. I love the genuine love, the genuine support. Like, I'd be nothing without it. I love the fact that, like I said, I love the fact that I could just connect with people that I don't even know. Like, I go to the events and they be wanting me to stay. Like, I just
enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like it's something about my energy that make people feel like they know me more than they really do. What I hate about it, I hate the fake shit. I hate the fake shit. I try to still like I like the politics and all of that, like the industry shit. Like I try to stay out the way of all of that. Cause I just feel like it'll bring me to a place that I don't really need to be in, and I think it's possible to do your thing without that. Like it's possible to be in your bag but out the way at the same time. Like even in New Orleans, like I didn't got to the point now. If I'm not out doing anything productive, like I'm not going to clubs. I'm not like I don't feel the pressure to have to be around. Like if I'm not around, then people gonna forget who I am. It's actually the opposite. When you become too accessible, people start treating you like you regular. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that because I used to be going any and everywhere, like for free too, like, and people would be like pulling some slick shit like, here go the mic, and I'm looking my stupid ass.
But I see people do that
just
to artists.
Grabbing it, like, yeah, but you gotta, like, when you do that so much, people start to feel like,
I ain't gotta pay you.
Right, and they feel like you obligated to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in the building, you supposed to sing. No, I'm not. Like, if you want me to sing, pay me. Like, you know.
Get a bottle of some drinks.
And everything, don't get right. Everything is not about money. It's the respect thing. And it's crazy that you said that. Like, if I come to your club, if you book me for your club, or if I'm in your club and you want me to sing, give me a free bottle, give me a free hookah, like, give me a section. I do it off the muscle if you do that, but if you want me to just be in there,
yeah, you can't feel play because promoters do it to big artists, like. But they might book them for like a hosting and still get them the mic, like, hey, perform.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. These people that you talking about is getting thousands
of dollars. Like it was a bad thing because people know all was mad. Like back in the day, she was booked around the corner at Sugar Mill for hosting. People didn't read the flyer, said hosting, and people thought she was supposed to perform. So when and the promoter kept like handing the mic, she didn't perform. So the people like went all, Twitter was going crazy back in the day. Man, Nicki wrong what she did. It was supposed to be a concert, but she really just got booked for hosting.
Yeah,
you gotta show your face.
It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I let you, if it's like the saying, like if you give somebody an inch, they definitely gonna take a mile. Like that's just what it is. And I've experienced that. Like I'm not on the Nicki level, but I've experienced people trying to like finesse me to like, get on the mic, and I'm like, now if I walk in a situation and I willingly be like, give me the mic, that's because I know one or two things. I know everybody. Like it's been plenty of situations like trap karaoke. I performed at trap karaoke. I didn't get paid for that, but I knew it was buku people in there that was gonna have their phones out, that was gonna tag me.
It will get exposure.
Right, and you gotta think about it. These people tagging me is gonna expose me to people that follow them that don't know who I am. Like, oh, who that is? He sound good as a mother. Like, how much you charge to book? Stuff like that. Yeah, but if I come in the club and I'm chilling and I won't chill, like, and you come up to me like, yeah, get on the mic. You get on the mic, and then also too, I'm gonna take that back, cause sometimes, like, everything is a relationship thing, in my opinion, as far as, like, the whole industry and, the club scenes and all that. So, it's times where I might walk in the club and I'm real cool with the DJ. And if you walk up to me and say, whatever, I sing. These be people that I don't even rock with like that. Like, yeah, get on the mic. No, I'm not getting on the mic. Like, I'm in here chilling. I'm
that's
cool.
That's how I did back in the day. But I'll start singing your little part and hand you the mic.
Yeah, I'm cool. And like, I had an experience. I ain't gonna say no names because in the new year, and I promise you, I don't want no smoke, and I'm sure y'all don't want none either. But it was a situation. It was a club recently, last year. The end of last year, I went to this club, and it was me and my friends. When we got to the club, it was probably like 10 people in the club. I'm buying drinks. I'm getting drunk. I done spent already like $100-something. I'm standing up the whole time because the person who party was for, she had a section. But like I'm not that type of person. Like I didn't go there because I wanted to get in a section. I went there because my partners went. So one of my partners sitting in one of the sections that's vacant at the moment. This whole time, I'm standing up. I'm standing, leaning on the wall. We go downstairs to get one of our other friends. We come back up. They go sit back in the same section. By this time, I felt like I deserved to sit down. Fuck, I just spent, whatever. Like, I done got drink shots and everything for everybody. I'm like, let me sit down for a second. Do you know, as soon as I sat down, they got on the mic and said, if you sitting in a section that's not yours, please get up.
How you felt?
And you know who you are. And I'm gonna get my lick back one way or another. But I'm like, I looked at my partners and they know me so well. I looked at them and I had shades on, and I always have shades on. I had shades on and everything. I think they still could see my eyes through the shades. I looked at them. I said, oh no. I said, you know what? Instead of getting out the section, how about I get out the whole club? I walked, when I tell you jetted out the club, I knew so many people that was there. They trying to speak to me while I'm going out the door. I'm ignoring everybody because I just feel played at this point. Like, why when I sit down? Why as soon as I sit down, y'all gonna say something about, I could get this is my opinion. I feel like it's a way to do things. You know what I'm saying? It's a way. You could have came up and said, hey, this somebody's section. Y'all can sit here till they come, but when they come, y'all got to get up. Right? But let me tell you why I think he did it. Because I'm just not that type of person. And sometimes people mistake it for arrogance. But I'm not that type of person to go in the club or go anywhere and feel the need to go around and walk around and speak to everybody. Like, I'm not that type of person. I feel like if you really fuck with me like you say you fuck with me, you gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you that same energy. And I just think this particular person, like, we don't even really know each other like that. But I think this particular person felt a type of way that I didn't come in there a certain type of way. Like, I didn't, it could have been anything. I didn't, like, this person probably could see me everywhere on everybody else's mic. And when I come in here, I don't ask to get on. Like, it could be the smallest thing why somebody feel like they won't go with their move and they won't shit on you. But it really wasn't, I didn't feel shitted on. I just felt like, because if I wanted the section, I could have bought it. Like, if I wanted it, I could have bought it. Like, it wasn't nothing. It was just how.
The principle.
Right, it was how they did it. And like I said, I'm going to get my lick back. Going to get it back. I'm going. And listen, that don't even mean directly. Because sometimes people feel like getting your lick back is doing something directly to the person. Like, I could get my lick back I could get my lick back by being successful. You know what I'm saying? So now, anytime, because I know I'm a pop. I know I'm going to be way bigger than what I am right now. And there's going to be a time, and that's why you got to watch how you handle and you treat people, because I know it's going to be a time where you going to want to double back and be like, oh, I'm doing this R&B thing. I need you 20,000 or nothing. I ain't coming. I'm not stepping, because it was just, it was unnecessary. And I knew it was towards, how you just know something was towards you, like, because I literally.
Like when you stay on the mic, you think he's looking at you too?
Had to be, but I'm so in my zone. I'm like, I'm not even paying attention. Mind you, I'm sitting in this section no longer than like 20 minutes. My partner had been sitting in the section for about an hour. Why when I sit down, soon as I sit down, I gotta get up. So I just got up, and the people that I knew that had the section, I ain't even say bye to them. I walked clean, and I know these people really well. I walked clean past them and out the door. I remember getting off the elevator, like they had people waiting at the elevator. I remember zooming past them. They like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, I don't even care about nothing y'all saying. Get out of my way. I'm trying to get to my car and get home. Because, I mean, even at that point, I was over clubs. Like, I had only went.
So you got in your car, did you drive fast like you were mad still?
You know what? I didn't even drive.
Oh.
I rode with my partner.
Right.
So, but I remember the whole time we was in the car, they was like,
But y'all Joseph or y'all man?
no, we wasn't mad. We was just, they know me. So they like,
Right.
when I looked at them like, I ain't even say nothing like, let's go. They knew like, cause that could have went one or two ways. And that's how I know I'm growing, and that's how I know I didn't, it's been a lot of growth within myself, because the old me, I would have clicked out. Like, you ain't had to, like, I would have, but I just felt like it wasn't necessary. I'm like, let me excuse myself from the situation before I do something that I'm going to regret, that I can't take back. So, yeah. I wasn't mad. I'm still not mad, because I know God don't play about me. So, I know eventually I'm going to get my lick back. And this segment is called Lick Back.
So, tell us, on like, what's next for you? But do you plan on starting your own label, signing an artist, working with an artist, dropping some merch, like trying to get a record deal, etc., etc.?
Not signing nobody. I don't even want that pressure on me. Like, I just feel like that's a lot of pressure. Not right now. Maybe like years down the line, I might be in that space. But no. Merch, definitely. I actually had some merch that was supposed to be dropping for football season, but the Saints ad that made me so mad. I decided not to do it.
Well, blame the Saints,
Man, no, listen, the Saints said, because I'm thinking they about to come in here and like really like destroy the whole, like, you know how they hype the whole thing up, like, oh, we decided this person. I'm like, oh yeah, this the perfect time to drop the shirt. Man, I said, oh no, ain't nobody gonna buy this shirt. Shout out to the Saints, dude.
All right, and also last but not least, tell everybody, where can they find you at on social media and just other music platforms?
My Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is all the real Burnell, TheerealBurnell. Apple Music, Spotify, everything Burnell Taylor. And I'm outside, but I'm not outside. I'm out the way, but I'm in the way, and I'm in my bag. So yeah, y'all, just fuck with me on them places. Y'all gonna see me on y'all TVs real soon. There's some things that I had to learn that too. Like, I used to have this thing so bad where I used to like talk about, like, really get into depth about what I'm working on, and I feel like it's so much better when you work behind the scenes and you stay silent about certain things until everything is like to the ink dry. But it's definitely some things. I'm not playing 2023. I didn't play in 2021. I didn't play in 22. Definitely not playing in 23. New music, everything. Yeah. The GOAT. Me.
All right, we done.